What is up, guys? Delboy here. I want to do my preview and prediction for Ohara Davies versus Jack Catterall. The fight goes down on the 6th of October and it takes place at the Leicester Arena. I think this is a very good fight, and it's a fight where I've really second guessed myself. I've kind of gone back and forth on who I think is going to win. I really do feel this is a 50-50 fight, to be honest with you. Both guys are 5'7". Jack Catterall is a southpaw and Ohara Davies is a orthodox fighter. Ohara Davies does have significantly longer arms. I can't find the reach online, but Ohara Davies has abnormally long arms, so he is going to have the sort of reach advantage. Jack Catterall has a record of 22 wins, 0 defeats, 0 draws. 12 of those 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ohara Davies has a record of 18 wins, 1 defeat, 0 draws. 14 of those 18 wins coming by way of stoppage. So Jack Catterall, you know, he's had slightly more fights, but Ohara Davies, by that, you know, he's definitely the bigger puncher. Also, Jack Catterall, by the way, has had more amateur fights also. Ohara Davies didn't really have much of an amateur career, so in terms of experience, you know, Jack Catterall, he's definitely more experienced. But like I say, I really do feel this is a really good matchup. If we're talking about pure ability and pure boxing skills and the technical side of things, I actually feel Jack Catterall is a more well-rounded fighter. I think he has better technique in the way he throws his shots. He's a better combination puncher. And ultimately, I just feel overall he's just more talented in terms of the pure boxing side of things. But Ohara Davies, like I say, he's got an awkward style and he has a lot of punching power, especially at domestic level. And although Jack Catterall, in my opinion, is the better boxer, I don't think he's significantly better where he can sort of trounce Ohara Davies like Josh Taylor did. I don't think Jack Catterall is in that class, and you know, Jack Catterall will give Ohara Davies opportunities to land that long right hand. That's his money shot. I feel Jack Catterall, you know, when it's on the outside, I think he's going to struggle to find his range against the longer guy in Ohara Davies. If you watch the Tyrone McKenna fight back, you know, Tyrone McKenna's quite basic. He's a really tall guy for the weight, but all he does really is jab and right hand. He moves around. He doesn't do anything special. And I felt Jack Catterall really had a hard time of cutting the ring off, and he was getting caught with jabs, and he was getting caught with long right hands as well. So when it's on the outside, I can see Jack Catterall struggling to get up close, and he might sort of be eating some jabs here and there. And most importantly, you know, he might be taking a couple of those Ohara Davies long right hands. So the first thing for Jack Catterall to me is being able to get past, is being able to negate that long right hand and the reach and get in the mid-range and on the inside. If it gets to those areas, I think Jack Catterall has the advantage. That's where he can work Ohara. I don't think Ohara is especially talented on the inside. You know, he's really gangly, he's really awkward. And if it's on the inside, yeah, Ohara might be able to tie him up. But in terms of getting work done, I feel he's going to come off second best to Jack Catterall. So to me, Jack Catterall, he needs to take that right hand away, get up close, get to the mid-range and start working and trying to push Ohara back and render that long right hand useless. But like I say, that's Ohara. He needs to get that right hand into play. I think Ohara Davies, you know, from watching him over the last few years, his feet have always bothered me, I've got to be honest. I think in this fight, one thing I've noticed about Jack Catterall, so Ohara Davies, he needs to keep outside of Jack Catterall's lead foot and keep looking for that right hand. Jack Catterall holds his lead hand very low, and that basically means that right hand from Ohara Davies could work. You know, Jack Catterall, like I said in the past, he's been hit with that right hand on numerous occasions because of that low left hand. So Ohara, get that foot on the outside of his lead foot and keep looking for the right hand, and that right hand will find the target. And when Jack Catterall does try to come closer, you need to shorten that right hand up as he comes forward to try and catch him coming in. I think Ohara needs to play the boxer puncher in this fight. You know, he needs to be trying to pick his spots, using his reach to his advantage, and using Jack Catterall's forward momentum to his advantage, and timing Catterall coming in. You know, Ohara needs to play the counter puncher in this fight. If it's a boxing match, I think it's going to be really. If it's like a long range fencing match, I think it's going to be quite even. To be honest with you, O'Hara's longer, but Jack Catterall's better. So I think they're going to cancel each other out on the inside. Ohara just can't afford to let Jack Catterall get up close, as far as I'm concerned. If that happens, and if Jack Catterall can get up close regularly, he may have a bit too much for Ohara Davies. But I think you're going to see Ohara walk Jack Catterall onto something big. And if he does, can Jack Catterall take that power? I'm not so sure. You know, I actually feel that I've got a sneaky feeling, and I'm not confident, but I've got a sneaky feeling you're going to see Ohara Davies win this fight by knockout. Jack Catterall, like I said, he's the better boxer, but I really feel he has consistency issues. There are moments in fights where he puts his shots together and you think to yourself, you know, this guy looks real quality. But there's, you know, in the same round, he could have like 90 seconds of doing nothing, getting caught with silly shots. He looks really kind of predictable. You know, he's a really weird fighter, Jack Catterall. It looks to me like there's a lot of potential there, but it's not really come out yet. Maybe he's a guy who will respond to the bigger occasion, and maybe he's going to put a clinic on Ohara Davies. He can definitely win this fight. He's a better fighter, technically. But something tells me he's going to walk onto something big and get knocked out. I'm literally picking this fight on a hunch. I really feel it's 50-50. Credit to both guys for taking it. I do like both guys as well. Again, like I say, Jack Catterall, to me, there's something there, but I just don't think he's put it together on the night yet. And Ohara Davies, I've always liked Ohara Davies. He's something a bit different. He's a bit quirky. He's a puncher. And actually, by the way, check out his YouTube channel as well. It's really interesting. Some of the topics he covers, he really goes into the boxing business and shares his thoughts, shares his experiences. You know, Ohara Davies' YouTube channel is a really good watch. You know, and I've noticed actually online, a lot of people who didn't like him before are starting to warm to him. I think he's a likeable guy. I think he just tries a little bit too hard at times to get out there. But you know, I like Ohara Davies. I think he's a character. Put it that way. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fight. I think it can go either way, but I am going to pick Ohara Davies by knockout. Not confident. Wouldn't put any money on it. But that's the way I'm leaning. What do you guys think? Peace.